Well, with me now, Coach Rob Tuvey and Captain Isaac Ogundere. Rob, we're into the next round of the FA Youth Cup. How does it feel?
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely delighted. I thought the boys stuck to the game plan superbly, and if I'm honest, I see them mature as the game went on, really. That's a proper team performance out there. Not vintage us, but what I would say is that without the ball tonight, it was absolutely superb, and what I see is leaders come out of that. I see voices that I haven't heard so far this season, and as I said, we've been improving week in, week out, and I thought it was absolutely brilliant tonight, and it deserved what they got, really.
Isaac wearing the captain's armband up there tonight, but so many of the players, as Rob has said, that deserve credit as well.
Yeah, I think everyone deserves credit. I think it just shows our togetherness today as a team, like how far we came along from the start of the season to now, like how we bonded and how now we can just see out a game at 45 minutes and win. That's what it's all about.
You're all pushing each other on at the end there. Were you cramping up a little bit as well, trying to keep the others off the ground?
Yeah, I think it was tough, but I think I was just saying to the boys, you have to get it over and done with. Like, we've got 10 minutes left to see out the game, so yeah.
Rob, tell us about your opening goal scorer, Obed Yaboa, a new name for us.
Yeah, no, credit to Obed. Came in as an under 16. He had a few options elsewhere, and James Oliver-Pearce really worked hard to get him to sell the club to him and to make him want to be a Wimbledon player. And you can see the way he scored a goal there, the way he presses and that he is a Wimbledon player. He's got that aggressive nature in his press and that. We're working really hard on his weaker foot at the moment, and trying to give him a more rounded game, but he's certainly one to look out for.
They were up for it, they really were. When they came back into it, they got the equaliser. A little bit disappointed with how we conceded.
Yeah, obviously we pride ourselves on not conceding from set play, so it's definitely one that we'll have to look back on the camera and just see what went wrong with that. But it's the response that I'm so happy with. So far this season, when we've conceded, we're very likely to then concede 2 or 3, and the attitude that the boys have shown tonight is that togetherness that we've been working on. And if I'm honest with you, I think people that are watching that have really seen a true Wimbledon performance there tonight.
A couple of performers I want to talk about. Julian Sarmiento-Ramirez, he's come back from his injury in pre-season and came up with a second goal tonight.
Yeah, again, credit to Jenna Richards and Will Rose. They worked really hard with Julian, and Julian's a match winner. It's not he played out of position tonight for what he'd done, and he had to do a lot of defensive work, and that we'd like to get him a little bit higher up the pitch when we can. But I thought he was absolutely superb without the ball, and the one time that we got him on the ball in the first half, he creates that bit of magic and that. So it's a great strike from him, and we know the quality that he possesses, and hopefully he can really show that.
Isaac, the other one I've got to talk to you about as well, is same birthday as you. Kwaku Frimpong had an outstanding night as well.
Yeah, Kwaku's a massive presence for our team. I think the way he conducts the midfield and like off the ball, he's just such a massive part for us, and I think he's such an important player to us, and I think he's came along a long way as well.
What can this do now for our season? Because the results have been a little bit sort of difficult towards the start of the season, haven't they?
I think it's gave a little boost though. We've got another hard game next week, so first think about Saturday against Luton, and then move on to Rotherham next week.
Yeah, Rob, we've got to talk about that. Obviously the Luton game first then, but then you've got a cup final coming up as well. How's the approach going to be in terms of this now?
Again, to be honest, we won't even think about the cup final. We're getting on Thursday. We put this one to bed and we look at where we need to improve individually and collectively. The boys will be doing their own clips again, and then Thursday, Friday is all about Luton, and then Sunday, Monday we start to look at Rotherham. As I've said to you before, it is one day at a time, and we honestly believe that it's not about us looking ahead at games. It's about looking at these boys' development and how we can improve them each day, and that's what we live by.
And as you said, it's about producing players. You've got players coming up from the under-16s. You've had to call them in during this injury hit time as well. The work of James Oliver-Pearce and more players coming through as well now, yeah?
No, he's been absolutely superb. I cannot credit him enough. The work he's been doing, he's stood the out of possession, a lot of the out of possession stuff in the past 2 weeks, and the boys have really benefited from his work. The 16s coming up, they're a good group. We believe they're a good group. They've been at the club for a long time. They understand the values, and we really want to see them pushing for the shirts out there and that. And the boys that are injured, they've got to do some work to get back in that squad now.
And Isaac, for yourself, you've got a little taste of first team football in the summer in pre-season. You've come back into this squad now. What's the feeling amongst the squad you feel in the dressing room tonight?
I think, as I said, our togetherness is just so good at the moment. Like, I think just this show tonight, like, no one can break us apart now, and then we'll keep on striving on to go win more games. So yeah.
Isaac, Rob, very well done indeed.
Cheers, guys.